Welcome to the show, Kletus Roadside Service. We are just now rolling out, got offloaded down here in Winoka. We're empty. They cleaned out all three lids from the start instead of the other day when they had to do two lids. And then I said, hey, what about the third one? They opened it up and then they had to wash all three out again. Motherfuckers. We are, we're in violation. Let's just talk about being in violation today. Um, so now I recorded another episode. I'm not going to release that. I don't like that one. I don't like it. You know how I get sometimes, and I might even get that way again. Just wait. I don't know. I got a little too personal and whatnot. So I don't want to release that one. This one, though, okay, we're starting over. This is Wednesday, October 1st. Maybe we're in a better mood now. I don't know. So, yesterday, we had some problems. We had some big ass problems. The truck was not working properly. And I talked about how to run a vac truck and everything in that one. Well, by the time I got back over there to get loaded yesterday in the afternoon, the people, they only have three people that work at the entire power plant that are allowed to sign for the hazardous waste. Three people are the only people allowed to do it. I'm like, hey, can you just write his name down? How about that? Why would he not sign it? Why does he have to? There's one guy there that he's like, where do I sign? I'm like, brother, you're the only guy here that knows how to sign this. Apparently, he just writes his name down, and I give him a copy. I don't know. It's some sort of chain of custody or some shit. I don't know. But it's really weird there. So, anyways, I got there at 4 o'clock yesterday with a new tractor because the other tractor, they didn't want to even entertain trying to fix it. They said just swap it out. So, swapped it out into this tractor, and it's like the sister tractor. And tested it, worked out, got over there 4 o'clock, too late, can't do anything, fuck off, god damn it. So I parked the truck out in the front lot, and I call up the guys there. I'm like, hey, can I just leave the truck here? And this was also not my boss's idea. My boss said, I don't want you driving all the way back to Kansas City to just drive back out there in the morning. I'm like, okay. He's like, find somewhere you can park the truck. So I found, because he was also saying you're gonna be so close to not having enough time that I need you to start close and no wasting time, none of that bullshit. Okay, I could try to do that, no problem. He's like, I got you doing other shit tomorrow morning or the day after morning. So do this. I'm like, all right, I will. So I parked the truck at the place where I'm supposed to be getting loaded. So, and I had my wife pick me up, took me home. It was cool. I got to go to karate with my son and my daughter and hang out with them and eat tacos at home, Taco Tuesday. And then there were a couple of different ways we could have done it, but I decided waking up my entire family and making them drive me to work is a better idea than me driving my pickup truck that has no blinkers at the current moment because I wasn't going to fix it last night. Drive my pickup out to the power plant, leave my pickup there, grab my semi, do this run, get back to the shop, grab my dirt bike, ride my dirt bike to the power plant, load my dirt bike by myself into the back of the pickup, then drive the pickup and the dirt bike to the house, unload the dirt bike, park the truck, and then we're on good terms after that. But I said, hey, how about this? How about fuck all that? I was like, I kind of explained that to my wife. I'm like, that's a lot of shit I'm going to have to do when I get off of work. On top of, my dirt bike currently has a flat tire, which is not good. So I said, hey, I'm just wake everybody up at 5 a.m. We're going to load everybody up in your car. You're going to drop me off at work, and you guys are going to go back home, fall asleep for an hour, or just stay awake. I don't know. And then I'll have my truck, and then all I got to do is air up my tire on my bike, and then ride it home tomorrow. And that's the plan. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. It worked out really well. I got loaded, drove down here, and the closer I got to being down here, the drive from the power plant to this place is shorter than it is from this place to my shop. So I knew that I can't just split shit in half and, I just use half my drive time on my way there and I'll use the other half on the way back. It doesn't really work that way because now I have a little bit longer of a drive. Let's just look at what's going on here. Because I haven't really, I just got offloaded. I'm leaving now. It is 3:40 and I am headed to work. And it is 5 hours and 15 minutes away of drive time. Now, opening up my ELD, I have 4 hours and 44 minutes left. I also have 4 hours and 50 minutes of on-duty time. So, best case scenario, I'm going to be driving for an extra half hour over my limit and on the clock for an extra 25 minutes. They're basically the same. I'm right at that point where your drive time and your on-duty time are about the same because they made me sit here and wait for a while. An hour, a little over an hour, I sat here waiting. And I almost called them up. And was going to say, hey, can you work with me? Can you let me in sooner than later? But I decided not to. I was like, you know what? Let's just see what happens. I called my DOT guy. We have like a specific DOT guy. He's a trainer. He trains all the new recruits on how to do shit. And like if people, or if like existing people want to get their license and stuff, he's that guy. And he anything to do with our ELDs and paper logs and everything, he's the guy that takes care of all that shit to make sure everything's good. He's getting a call all the fucking time. He also gets on there and he just, like, every morning he opens it up and sees who forgot to log out, who forgot to log off, why is this truck moving? He can go through and he just edits everything. Make sure that our company is going to stay in good standing with just the ELD shit. Anyways, I called him up. I'm like, hey, man, what do you suppose I do here? Because at that point in time, I had more time, and the drive time was shorter for some reason. And he's like, okay, well, you just go into violation. I'm like, what? Violation? I was like, isn't there a different way? He's like, well, you could use adverse driving. He's like, that'll give you an extra 2 hours of drive time. I said, oh, okay. Interesting. He's like, yeah, but that's really for, either weather-related or traffic-related events. If there's a big crash in front of your truck, it'll give you an extra 2 hours to kind of let you figure out what the hell's going on. I'm like, okay. He's like, you can do that, but he's like, I don't know. Obviously, if a cop pulls you over and he's got questions about your logs, you got to have an answer. You don't want to be falsifying your logs. And he said, that's why I would just go into violation. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, dude, he's like, you're going to go into violation no matter what. If you decide that you need to drive all the way here, you're going to go into violation no matter what. So, would you rather go into violation and have a falsified log, or go into violation and just have a violation that's going to go away in 7 days? I'm like, you make a good point there, bud. You make a good point there. He's like, honestly, that's so little amount of time, and you're going to be so close to your home base that if they really are going to have to hate you to give you a ticket for some shit like that. I'm like, okay. So that's the plan today, is just to drive all the way back, which is going to feel weird because usually when I do something like this, I stop in Wichita, which is like the next biggest town that I'm going to go through. And I usually just pull in there and stop. And you know, honestly, this is about the same time frame that I would be doing that, something like that. But I have less drive time then because usually I have to drive from the shop to the power plant. And this time I'm not doing that. Anyways, I don't know. I'm violating. I'm a violator. I'm premeditated violating right now. Which I don't know. Is that even worse of a crime? To be premeditated? If the cop, DOT pulls me over, I'm like, well, I know I'm in violation. I decided to go into violation. It was all part of my plan. And he's like, oh, well, that's not good. You planned on breaking the law. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am expecting to be breaking the law later this evening. I have not currently broken the law, but if you follow me long enough, the law will be broken. So anyways, on the other podcast that I was thinking about releasing, I think I'm exactly correct. I'm going to be right around Topeka when I go into violation, and I'm just going to keep her pinned, bud. Just going to keep her pinned and get all the way to the shop and park this bitch. Not even fuel it up, probably. Probably just leave her fucking empty. Just kidding. I'll go off duty and fill it up. There'll be an unassigned driving log assigned to this truck, but who gives a fuck? Violate me. Now, so I have no time to really fuck around. So I'm gonna give myself one pit stop in the next 5.5 hours, which I'm gonna need it because I am less than a half a tank of fuel, less than a half a tank of DEF, and less than half a tank of food in my belly. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to grab something to eat. I'm going to, something quick. I'm not going to sit down for a fucking burger. I'm going to just grab some deep fried bullshit and hit the road and pound this 5-hour energy that I got earlier when I got coffee this morning. Motorcycle just pulled out of fucking invisibility just now. Just like an alien invasion going on. Is there an alien invasion going on? Pretty sure there is. I listened to a Joe Rogan today, and the guy was saying aliens are coming. And you know what? I think they are. Think they're coming. Oh, I don't think this Harley rider, could be an Indian, I don't know, is an alien. I don't know. That guy kind of looked alien-esque. So, anyways, yeah, had a good time last night. It was unexpected. I was expecting because I did stop off and grab my laptop from my wife, and that's where I took my 30-minute break yesterday. I didn't get to play it. And it's looking like it's going to be late tonight by the time I get home. What time is it going to be? What time? 9 o'clock. I'm going to be getting to the shop after 9 and then riding my motorcycle home. after fixing it, which I'm hoping it will beat up. I hope it beads up. If my motorcycle tire don't beat up, I'm going to be in a whole world of trouble. But anyways, I got to be on site at a fuel place tomorrow. You know, that fuel job that got canceled on me the other day. They decided to give that back to me. So at least I know what I'm doing. And the power plant that I've been working at doing this load, they said, hey, we're not gonna have anything the rest of this week, but we will have some next week. I'm like, right on, brother, right on. So, and I already looked at my schedule. All of next week has been scheduled as hauling loads. So let's hope it works out, and I can just have a normal fucking week next week. Let's hope we can do that. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, doing that fuel job tomorrow. So probably be off at a decent time tomorrow and Friday. My wife is on Friday. She's heading out of town. Well, not out of town, out of my town, into the town that is known as Kansas City. She's going to Chaparral Rowan. Chaperone, something like that. That hot to go chick, I don't know, that chick that sings all them songs about the Pink Pony Club or whatever. She's going to that. She's got a whole outfit and everything. She got new boots. So she's really excited for that. And guess what? I know one thing that you guys are all, you're like, I think Kletus is talking about October 3rd. Guess what else happens on October 3rd? Taylor Swift is going to release her new album. So I don't know, I just saw it on Facebook. I don't really give a fuck. But my wife is a total Swift head. So, well, instead of like doing something nice for her and unexpected, I just called her and I said, hey, no phones on October 3rd. She's like, what? I was like, October 3rd, we're going to make it no electronics day. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, no Actually, it didn't go that good. She said, what are you talking about? I'm like, hey, babe, let's just do no electronics on October 3rd and 4th. She's like, why? I was like, because just to cleanse our body from the neutrons that are getting memed around or whatever. She's like, I won't be home. I'm like, you're not acting the way I want you to act. Okay? I want you to be like, no, absolutely not. Guess what's happening that day? And you get all excited about the T Swift album, but okay, I guess you can skip out on electronics day. I don't know. It was going to be a super dumb joke, and it was going to be also executed super dumb, but it was going to give me some sort of gratification in my heart that I could pull one over on the old wife. It didn't work. It didn't work at all. You know, completely bombed on whatever joke I was trying to make. So, yeah, she was just like, I'm not even going to be home. I'm going to be at Chaparral. I'm going to Chaparral all over the place. I said, all right. Well, never mind. I was trying to make a joke. It's a Taylor Swift album. She's like, yes, I know it's coming out. I'm like, damn. This chick don't fuck around when you bring Taylor Swift into the question. She don't fuck around. The other day, I was like, did you see that there was like a guy got arrested going to Taylor Swift's house or Travis Kelce's house or whatever? She's like, yes. I'm like, he was trying to serve her papers. She's like, it's that dumb fucking Rico Chavez or whatever the fuck his name is. I'm like, okay, damn. She's like, fuck anybody fuck with my Taylor Swift, I'll fucking beat you. like, damn, girl, you got rabies. My wife got the rabies for Taylor Swift. She got the Swiftabees or whatever. I don't know. She will fucking defend Taylor Swift with her life. And I said, they ain't got no dog over there? She's like, no, Taylor Swift has cats. I'm like, cats are fucking dumb. She's like, don't you talk about Taylor Swift's cats like that. I'm like, cats are fucking dumb. They can't protect you from nobody. Some dude can just jump your fucking fence and your cat's gonna go lick its asshole and hawk up a hairball. Cats are fucking dumb. Okay? Dumbass cats. They ain't gonna do shit. Except for, like, if I had a cat, it would attack me over a fucking intruder. Okay? That's opposite of what you want it to do. You're like, cat, get the fucking guy. My dog doesn't even know that, but if I feel like I have a better shot at saying, go attack that guy over there, breaking in, and the dog would more likely attack the man than a cat would attack the man. The cat would just walk off and knock a cup on the floor or some shit. Okay? The dog might actually be like, oh shit, what do you want? What do you want? I'll fuck somebody up. And then, the dog could also attack me instead of the fucking other guy if I'm acting fucking crazy. The guy's got fucking treats. I mean, burglars, all you got to do is have a couple of treats with you. Just a couple of milk bones will keep them dogs where you want them to be. They'll say, you're a friend now. So, anyways, I kind of gave away the secret to breaking into a house with dogs. Milk bone it up. Say sit, and then my dog will already automatically go to shake your hand, eat the bone, and let you take whatever the fuck you want with no incident. Just, yeah, please don't hurt my puppy dog. Don't hurt my puppy dog. My puppy dog is supposed to hurt you, though, if that's okay. Anyways, yeah, my wife's got the Swiftabees. There is no cure. There's no known cure for Swiftabees. Just gotta live with it. You gotta treat it as you go. The way I treat it is every time I get in her car, I connect my phone to it. So even if I'm not even in her car, like she's just gonna go up the street and grab something real quick, my phone will automatically connect and start playing Bob Seger, you know. And I think it angers them, but it also helps calm them down a little bit. Anybody with Swiftabees, a little bit of Bob Seger will kind of help out. I think. I don't know. Honestly, it hasn't done much yet. But I keep blaring Kodachrome. I keep getting I don't know, a bunch of other old school music blaring. Keep it loud. Calms down the nerves from the Swiftabees. They're still gonna act crazy, but they're less likely to bite when Bob Seger comes on the radio. Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of hoping I could just stay out again. Stay out again. Collect some per diem, because that technically I should stay out, and they should be paying me 130 buckaroos is what they're supposed to be paying me on days kind of like this. But for some reason, they're like, nope, we don't want to pay you 130 extra buckaroos. We want you to go into violation and make it back so you can do more work tomorrow. Okay. Yes, massa. Fuck. Yeah. So, anyways, tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. That's where I'll be. Is on the pipeline, or not the pipeline, but the fucking big storage tanks. That's where they're gonna drain the water out of the bottom of them at a trickle. They're gonna trickle the water out the bottom of them fucking tanks. They could open that valve a lot more, but then I guess it creates a vortex, and then you'll start sucking fuel before all the water. They're winterizing their tanks is what's going on here. Oh, and another cool thing is I took my placards off my truck. I got rinsed out. Usually I leave the placards on just because it's not a pain in the ass, but it's just like another thing you got to do is, if you take your placards off, you got to put them on next time. You got to take them off, put them on, take them off, put them on. And usually I just leave them on, and I'm like, yeah, there's probably residue. I'm just going to leave them on. I stop at the crossings and all that shit. Well, guess what? I'm rolling up to my first crossing, and I removed my placards because I do not want to go into violation with placards on. I do not want that. I mean, honestly, I don't have a certified clean ticket with me, but we did pay for a washout. So there's no, I mean, if they really want to push it back, get in there and find the hazardous waste, please. Go in there, find where the hazardous waste is, and then put me in jail! Fuck me in the ass! Whatever you want! I mean, don't do that. But I think I'm going to be fine. I think I'm going to go into violation the most legal way possible. I don't know. Maybe I'm making it worse. It's premeditated. I'm hauling what could be considered hazardous waste residue on the interstate. Cross state line. I'm going through 2 states. Oh, we are hauling ass, but also speeding. Don't need. I'm gonna do a little 5-over pull, and that's about it. I was doing 75 out here. It's 65 out here on these back roads. But I was doing 75, which is not cool. I think 70. Meet you in the middle. Meet you in the middle. We'll do a 70. For the Brits, Canadians, and Australians out there, that's I don't know, in between 100 and 120 knots or whatever the fuck you guys use over there. 110, I guess. I'm doing 100 and probably 13. Probably doing 113 right now. Is that too fast for you? That's a weird fucking. Hey, I like. Why not miles an hour everywhere? You know, when America became America, why didn't we fucking dig our heels in and make everybody conform to miles an hour and pounds? Who's doing the kilos? What are you, drug smugglers? Um, no, leaders. Liters is also weird. You know, it's kind of weird because, like, well, it doesn't even say gallons on my fucking gas gauge here, or fuel gauge. Sorry. Um, how do you guys measure your air? Is it PSI? Here, I know your temperature's in kelvins or some shit. Boost PSI? Do you guys use pounds per square inch, or do you use KPI? KSI? You know, it's weird. I wish we could all just agree. You know, everybody just get in together and just, a pound is a pound. It's not a fucking unit of dollars. Who does that? Turkey? Turkish pounds? Is that a thing? I don't know. Not smart enough to know. Anyways, I recorded a different episode. Don't want to put it out. Get a little too. I mean, there's good moments in there, but I'm not going to go through and edit it. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to record a whole new one, a little bit happier, not get into some of these other things that I got into, personalities and shit. I don't want to get into that. So I recorded this one, and I ain't got much else to say. I've recorded a lot today, actually. It's like an hour and a half episode, and then whatever we got going on here. Where are we at? 30 minutes. That's a good little podcast for Thursday morning. Right now, when you're listening, hopefully, maybe Thursday morning. Oh, and I want also before I end, I want to just say, hey, YouTube, what the fuck is going on with you, dude? YouTube. Dude, I have gone through and checked every single setting that I have. I've done every single thing that I could. I have no copyrights. I have no, anything against me on my account. What the fuck is going on? So every episode that I post up, it has an RSS feed that posts it straight to YouTube. And I do get a lot of listeners on the YouTube. Not a lot. Not a lot at all. But I know a couple people that listen on YouTube. It's easier for them to use it on YouTube. You're gonna use YouTube. When it posts up, it goes public, and it'll get a view or two, and then it beep, private. Why? Why is it going private? It was public, it got views, and then private. What the hell's going on, man? What the fuck is going on? I'm trying to Joe Biden it. What the fuck is going on here? It's public, now it's private. What the hell? So I have to go in and edit it. I don't know, usually a couple hours after I, upload it. A couple of hours goes by, open up YouTube Studio, check out what's going on. Privatized. Why? And I thought it was only going to be, it was like, because before I noticed this was happening, it happened to be my buddy Tyler down in Florida. He's like, hey man, we did an episode together. I'm like, yeah. He's like, where the fuck is it? I'm like, it's on YouTube. You should be able to find it. He's like, it's not there. I open it up. I have like 30 fucking podcasts in private mode. And it's not like every single one. It's like this one and then skip 10 and then this one. It was like a bunch of them. And I'm like, who the hell's making these private? Why are some going private? Some are going public. So ever since then, I always, after every upload, a couple hours later, I check it to make sure. And it's been every single post. Every single upload. Goes public. Is public. Boom. Later on in the day, private. And I got to change it. And then it stays public after I edit it. But I'm like, what the fuck? How do I keep it public? Can I just have it public? It's public once. If I wanted it to be private, how would it get views? So anyways, I tried to message the YouTube guy chatbot thing or whatever, and it's like, oh, send in a screenshot. I'm like, of it saying it's private? Like, he's like, video record it. I'm like, video record it being private? Like, I don't know what you want from me, dude. Like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, I make it, after I edit it, it's fine. Why are they going immediately to, not immediately, why are they going to private at all? Anyways, it's just annoying. And I think, I don't know, it's some sort of it's not a ban, it's not a mark against my deal, it's not any of that shit. It's just like, I think it's because I cuss. But hey, I mark them. No, this video is not made for kids. I mark them. So I don't know what's going on there. Don't know, don't care, what the fuck ever. Anyways, we're out of here. Adios. Keep all 18 down. We're going to talk to you guys tomorrow sometime.